Oh shit! Oh no! Ow!
So 2025 was such a huge year for me in my progression on a mountain bike. I learned so much, I had so much fun, I met amazing people, but it also comes with some big crashes. Little ones, but we'll go through the big ones and the things I learned from these crashes.
Now it's all over me. These reflections.
I caught the end of my wiener in my tire and it hurt so bad.
Freeride Fiesta, insane jump line, but this metal ramp, they were still trying to figure out the speed. The night before Bienvenido hit it, what ended up happening was I believe they pulled the ramp back maybe about a meter and they cut maybe 6 inches off the end of the metal ramp. Here in this clip, I'm actually following Dennis Emerson, BMX legend, but I followed him in. This is the morning that I rode it. Obviously went way too fast, didn't brake where I needed to brake and just went huge. Landed at the bottom of the landing and I was so fortunate when I landed, I went over the bars and my shoulder, and I still have this hoodie, I still wear it because I just love it, and it's got the tire mark still on the shoulder here. But my shoulder hit the front tire and it bounced me forward and just like made me tumble. I was able to get right back up. I was obviously hurting from the crash because it was a lot of impact. I was able to rest for a minute and then went right back up the hill and was able to get this done.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. So grateful that I was able to walk away from it and continue to ride the line. But yeah, big props to Johnny for building this sick line. Really excited to go back for the next Freeride Fiesta. All right, so this clip was from Tommy G's run in 2023 Rampage. And I can't remember how big it was, but it was pretty big. And the landing, probably not as steep as what I have been used to riding. But when I landed, there was a combination of the landing being a big impact, and then also my rear tire buzzed on my seat, which I think created a little bit of braking. But it blew my feet off the pedals. And this one actually hurt my ankles really bad, but I knew I had it. So right after I blew my feet off, I hiked right back up and went and hit it again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, another line from Tommy G. This is his chute near the bottom of his line from the 2024 Rampage. It was crazy. Dropping into it, I was very confident once I was in it, but I landed on the left side of the landing and it was really soft and my front tire just got swallowed up. I ended up with a broken collarbone, hurting one of the ligaments in my shoulder. I landed in the wrong place. I should have just been a little bit more straight on it. When I came over the edge, I was like, oh yeah, we got this. And then I landed and I did not have it. I had to heal up. I missed a lot of the summer riding. Fortunately, I got healed up so I could dig for Bienvenido in the 2025 Rampage.
Yeah. Thanks. So, what a beast.
Another day. I just had a fall. There's my bike. I came off that top roller. I think the wind might have grabbed my tire. I don't know, but I couldn't come into the landing off that white drop. And I fell backwards and caught myself before I went down that red cliff. But my bike ended up down there. That would have been a bad day. So this line's from Old Site. I probably shouldn't have done it this day. It was a little too windy, but when I come over this skipper here, I could feel the wind. And then when I dropped in off these little step downs, the wind kind of blew my front tire out of the line, fell off onto my back, about a 15 to 20 foot drop. And then my camera kept rolling down the hill, maybe like 200 feet, but I actually stopped right before the next large cliff. My feet were kind of dangling over the edge. But what I learned from this is I just got to be safe. I need to not do that in the wind. It was just too much. So I had to actually quit riding for the day because of how much I was shook up over that one. Yo, sick. This is my most recent crash. It actually happened in December of this last year, 2025. This line I helped build from Bienvenido, Hayden Zablo, and Reed Boggs were all hitting this line, and it was the last jump on the line. This was me the first time of hitting this jump. I'd done the drop and the skipper, and obviously I just went way too fast. I ended up going over the lip, and then I couldn't see where I would land and run out, so I just had to make that split decision to ditch the bike and land. This one here, I ended up doing a huge sprain on my ankle, and I cracked my fibula. The bone healed up real quick, fortunately. Just way too much speed coming into this thing.
Oh shit! Oh no! Ow! Fuck!
Tend to be a little bit heavier than most of the riders I ride with, which makes me go a whole lot faster. What I learned from this is I should have just done my own run-ins to it. I should have run into the jump a couple more times, got my speed dialed. The landing was a little bit short. Should have done way more analysis, but that's what I got from this. I can't wait to go back and ride it because it is, although scary, it's such a sick set of jumps. Super fun. 2025, these big crashes I experienced, I was super fortunate on a few of them to not get hurt as bad as I did. But with the type of riding that we do out here in southern Utah, everything's just so huge. It's got huge consequence. I'm 43 years old. I have to take into account all the risks because all of this type of riding has major risks. And there's a lot to learn from it. But the way I weigh my risks in all of these is I tend to do a lot of run-ins, which I've actually learned a lot riding with the guys out here. It's a big deal because these crashes, when you jump off a 50-foot cliff, it can hurt really bad. Even when you're riding in a very comfortable situation where you've ridden the line so many times, it's still good to respect what you're doing at the speeds and the height and everything that we do here. Yeah, so I think the way that I kind of approach this, even when I do crash, which is bound to happen at some point, understanding that I've worked on my skills and I'm continuing trying to work on my skills and overcoming that fear, which always exists for me. I just feel like not letting that fear stop me from doing the things that I have the skills in doing. And I just want to be able to ride and be able to travel around with bikes with my kids. It's what better thing I can do with my family. So for 2026, I'm super excited for what I've got planned this year. Just looking at getting better at riding, getting better at jumping, and working on a lot of tricks in the air. So cheers to 2026.